really was all one-way traffic. Carreño Busta bursting to a 3-love lead, and the breaks just continued for him. He's been brutal at this tournament so far. 6-4, 7-6, 6-3, 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. It's all been straight sets and clinical. And with Zielinski put in this position, late call up to the team with his teammate Kamil Majchuk contracting COVID-19. It was always going to be a tough ask for the doubles specialist, and there he was tonight, being shown by Pablo Carreño Busta what it's all about as Spain try and go the distance in 2022. They've been close before. Can they go on with it? Another step closer thanks to that man. And Pablo right now is with Josh Hill.
How difficult was it for you coming in with a late change, different preparations? Was that a worry for you today?
Yeah, you know, when you expect to play against one player and in the last moment they change it, they were unlucky. So sorry about that, but well, I have to do my tennis, my job, and I think that I play really good. Very focused on my game, and well, it's important always to be one up.
And you've played brilliantly all week. You haven't dropped a match all week. You've played so brilliantly on the hard courts here. Your chances moving forward, you think you're going to go all the way with Spain? You got very close and made the finals once, but can you go all the way this time?
Yeah, it's very important in the beginning of the year always, no, for the rhythm, for the confidence, and I'm happy about this tournament. Well, I'm playing really good. Starting maybe regular, but after the first match I play unbelievable, and I'm feeling very comfortable here on Australia, on Sydney, on this court, and I would like to continue this way.
You talk about your confidence being high. You got married last month in the off season, so you must be feeling very, very good about life.
Yeah, it's very important, no? Well, but now we have to continue. We have 2 more matches. Now Hurkacz against Roberto is a really close match, really tough, so we'll see. If any case I need to be ready for doubles, or the captain prefers to another doubles.
Well, you put yourselves in a great position. Wonderful start today, Pablo. Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you.
So the second-ranked players for their respective countries, that's done. Pablo Carreño Busta over Jan Zielinski. Next up, the #1 match, the headline act, Roberto Bautista Agut, who's been in just as rich a vein of form as his compatriot in Pablo, up against Hubert Hurkacz, the world #9, who's never lost a match.
Team Spain, far too good today. Take a clean sweep.
Team Argentina have been impressive on this opening morning of play at the ATP Cup.
Team Poland get the win over Team Greece.
Humbert levels the tie in spectacular fashion.
Clean sweep here today for Team USA over Team Canada.
Jubilation and the celebration starts for Team Australia. One of the world's best dismissed by Australia's finest.
Well, what an upset. What a win for Team Australia.
Oh, he's found the space. Swordsman seals the tie. Sasha seals the tie in style.
Team Italy get the job done. Berrettini wins. Italy wins.
Oh my goodness.
What a time.
He won that point with a hat in his hand.
It's a clean sweep for Team Russia. And Spain still perfect in Sydney.
Hubert Hurkacz is victorious and Poland win Group D.
Team Great Britain win the tie, and they're still very much alive.
It's an outrageously hard shot. Oh, that's the shot of the ATP Cup.
Team Canada wins. They're through to the semi-final stage.
And what a turnaround from de Minaur. Never count this man out, particularly when he's on his favourite court in the world.
Nothing better than watching the D-Men in action for Australia. It's been a great ATP final and take them through to Sunday's decider against either Russia or Canada, and he's taking on the world number 9 of Poland, Hubert Hurkacz, who's had quite some tournament. He is 6-0 when it comes to ATP Cup singles matches, dropping just the 1 set so far at this tournament. Your commentary team for this matchup, Jim Courier and Mark Petchey.
What a night it promises to be for Team Poland as their number 1 steps onto court. It was always going to be a little bit of a one-sided affair in the opener after the Polish number 2 had to pull out, unfortunately. But this match, this is mouth-watering between 2 wonderful players, a former world number 10 in Roberta Batista Agut and a current world number 10 ranked world number 9 at the moment, Hubert Hurkacz. Roberta Batista Agut, one of the most durable, robust, skillful, athletic players on the tour, and a great barometer of where your game's at if you can get past him. He's been magnificent in the ATP Cup. In fact, he's been magnificent in the month of January in the course of his career. Hubert Hurkacz, he's been brilliant in the ATP Cup. He's yet to lose.
Hey guys, unless you have any questions about the toilet break? No? Okay, would you like to decide heads or tails? Heads? Yeah, heads. Serve. Yeah.
Only Novak Djokovic has a better record than this man at the ATP Cup. He's been in good form as well. We're excited to watch him play. Very unique player. A little bit of a change of ends there. Hurkacz looking up. Ooh, that was pretty athletic. Jim Courier alongside me. You still got that in you?
Definitely not, but Hurkacz, no problem clearing the net. He's a tall man. He's a wonderful athlete, and he just clears it with ease. Good way to get going. Get your hops up and running. He's going to need to get his game up and running in a hurry.
Spanish number 1 here at the ATP Cup, and he has a 2-0 head-to-head record against his opponent. He is, as I was saying earlier, had a wonderful time of things in January. He comes in refreshed into the start of the season. He's not somebody that gets a lot of easy points, so that time off gives him a chance to rejuvenate himself and get himself back to a place. He hits the ground running. You look at his seasons, 2016 for RBA, 9-2 in January, won Auckland, Chennai title in 2017 at the start of the season. We see that head-to-head record there that the Spaniard leads, 7-1. 2018, 5-2, another title in New Zealand. 2019, he went 8-1 with the Doha title. He was undefeated at the ATP Cup in singles, 6-0 in 2020, and that was an 8-1 January for him. And of course, he started here in blistering pace as well, without being defeated, 3-0 for RBA. Hubert Hurkacz, as Jim was saying, has improved his ranking over the last couple of seasons pretty significantly, but it's been a trend for him all the way through his career since 2014. He's had a year-end ranking that has improved. 2020 finished at 34. That was just 3 spots in front of his 2019. But last year, a single digit, 9 for Hurkacz.
1 minute.
Carbonell. Makowski and Thomas Carbonell, the team captains for these two. From the northern part of Spain, Roberta Batista Agut, he was not an outstanding junior by their standards, but he has had an outstanding professional career.
Well, it's quite interesting, actually. The 2 singles players that have been carrying Team Spain in this championship, they're not prototypical Spanish clay court players. Both really play better on the quicker surfaces. Batista Agut, semi-finalist at Wimbledon, does well on hard courts, as you've outlined. In January, tends to come out of the blocks hot. This year, no exception. But both of them are very, very strong performers.
Jim, this was one of the most remarkable.
Unless you can get a lucrative sponsorship like he has, Hubert Hurkacz, recently signing a deal with McLaren to cruise around in sports cars in his spare time, and when he's at events as well. Is he scooting around Sydney Olympic Park in something like that? You wouldn't miss him, would you? Hubert Hurkacz, the rev head, he's looking to ramp things up and step up another gear here tonight at Sydney Olympic Park. up against Roberto Bautista Agut of Spain. It is must-win for Hubert here to force it to a deciding doubles. Semi-final action, night 7, and it's all on the line as we head back live to the Rev Head and Bautista Agut.
You've got to appreciate that technique. That's a bit of throwback there. Beautiful backhand technique. Maybe the racket face could be a little closer to the head, but gee whiz, he hit that well. And if he's good enough to do that, he's got to implement that a little more, I think, here.
There's a new ball activity there. That floated a little bit more. These are livelier when they come straight out of the can, and that one just went a little further than Roberto was expecting. Here's a chance now for Hurkacz, love 30. Oh boy, he was waiting for that serve too, wasn't he? But here's one of the things where I think Hurkacz can improve. He's on that forehand, but he didn't accelerate. He tried to guide it instead of rip through it, and you don't really, it's tough to control 168K when you're guiding it, you know? If it's a soft shot, yes, but you need to kind of attack it with racket head speed to get control.
Yeah, this is new balls that's caused this, I think, Jim. He's really sprayed a couple here. They're a bit quicker through the air. The felt hasn't had a chance to, you know, spread a little bit on the ball yet, and they're really finely felted, these balls, and then they fly.
That's his standard play, and it's worked out very nicely for him. I'm actually paying attention to him at the actual changeover at 4-3 down in the team zone with Spain. I didn't know whether he changed his racket or not with the new balls. A lot of players obviously do. A little tighter one, try and keep control. Oh, that is astonishingly good.
Which shot? The passing shot or the drop shot? Because they both were to me.
Yeah, well, they both drew a response from each other that was just exquisite. That shot there, though, the imagination.
You're not meant to applaud when you're neutral and commentating, are you?
We'll let you. You're above the rules.
I had a weak moment. I applauded both of those shots.
Oh, yes. How good is that response? Because Hurkacz's game has lifted dramatically. He's hitting beautiful half volleys from the baseline, changing direction, shots like this. And then Bautista Agut says, I got one better.
So Bautista Agut standing in the way of them. Hubert Hurkacz with the duty of trying to level up this semi-final after Pablo Carreño Busta won the opening match 6-2, 6-1 over Jan Zielinski. We are on serve in a hard-fought opening set. The winner to go through to Sunday night's final. The second semi coming your way on 9 tomorrow afternoon from 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Russia, Canada is
Bautista Agut. They've been very good up at net, both Spanish players, throughout this ATP Cup. Once they've taken the ball inside the baseline, they've been winning in excess of 80% of the points.
That was a confident second serve. It was right close to the center service line. And 159K, that is hyper aggressive for Bautista Agut. And that was hyper effective as well. What a time for it.
See a better drop shot played this week.
How's the technique on that drop shot, Mark? I mean, no fancy stuff there. He did all the right things. He got down behind the ball, got his head over it, got the racket face close to his head, to his eyes, and transferred his weight beautifully and showed a lot of energy even to hit that beautiful drop shot.
Actually, good racket head acceleration on it to generate the spin. Didn't hit it too softly.
Game, Team Spain.
Dances around the backhand beautifully. And what a gorgeous strike from Bautista Agut to send this opening set into a tiebreaker.
Mark, is he the guy that has the most difference in movement around the court from when he stops and walks during the point, how slow that is compared to how he can accelerate? Is that to save energy? He walks so slowly between and then bingo, he's electrifying sometimes with his speed.
Well, there's one player who Fitzy we're hoping is going to get back on tour on the South American clay courts that was a little bit like that, Juan Martín del Potro. But yeah, he's very similar.
1-0. Team Poland.
8 aces and no double faults for Hurkacz, serving beautifully.
And the first serve is critical for him because he's not winning many points when he has to hit a second against the Spaniard. No such trouble for Bautista. He's winning a high percentage of both first and second serve points. Here's an opportunity to get aggressive for Hurkacz. And that is really sloppy. Rally ball missed by 2 meters. Just a little bit of the moment, I guess. A little tension in the body. Didn't quite release the wrists on that one, steered it long. And it was a free point, a valuable one for Bautista Agut.
Wow. Just wow.
Can you imagine having a second serve like that?
No.
That's from another planet for me. That's just gold.
Now, when you're winning 30% of your second serve points, I guess you got to try something different. That must have been the thought there, because he just went for broke and hit a brilliant kick serve ace. That was so short in the court. Man. Mini break still there. 3-1, Hurkacz. And backs it up with a wide ace on the deuce side. That one, the first serve. That's a nice recovery after playing that shaky point, the second point of the game, where he flew the backhand long, Fitz.
Whenever Bautista Agut comes across to his towel, Jim, I'm wary of answering too quickly. I don't want to indict myself.
Why do you think I asked you the question right then? I wanted to see what would happen.
You sneaky guy.
So he hasn't done a lot wrong, has he? He hasn't touched a ball on the return yet so far in this tiebreaker.
I just hope that wasn't a sign of a deceleration on the forehand, because when he got a little nervy a couple of days ago, he did do that a little bit against Schwartzman. When he got ahead, it actually happened. So he needs to just continue with the trend, I think. Play each point on its merits rather than play the score.
Just a beautiful, efficient action. Look at that. Nothing unnecessary at all. Beautiful racket head acceleration, throwing across the back there to generate the spin.
Spain's #1 here to go one win further and take out the 2022 title. It's all in Roberto Bautista Agut's hands at the moment. We are on serve in this third and deciding set.
What a shot. Great recovery.
Game Team Poland.
Hurkacz looking very good against Bautista Agut. Meantime at Adelaide, an update for you. Victoria Azarenka and Iga Swiatek fighting for the right to take on Ash Barty tomorrow at the Adelaide International. Now a set apiece. Swiatek with the first and Azarenka with the second. 6-2. Semi-final action tomorrow against the world #1. We'll bring you the latest on that as it comes to hand as we head back to Ken Rosewall Arena.
Roberto's game is just as neat and tidy as his haircut. He has everything in the right place in his game. He knows where to be, what to do. He is one of the ultimate percentage players. He just has a wonderful tennis computer in that brain of his.
So how you start is how you finish, and that was an impressive finish to the game for Bautista Agut. 4-3, final set.
4-4 in the third.
A little pause and reaction there. Bautista Agut standing deep to return that second serve. Fitz Hurkacz went for the serve and volley.
Yeah, he's my man. I love that. I mean, Bautista Agut didn't know it was coming. It was just the right moment. Second serve. That adds dimension to your game. Because next time the guy doesn't know whether you're coming in or not, and it can affect his return. But to get that free point just when your opposition is not suspecting it, at love 15, 3-4, it was a huge point. Gutsy play and smart.
Another finish coming at the net, not necessary, but also further evidence that both players are very tuned into what's going, and it's not just their feet and their hands that are working, their brains are working too. Bautista Agut trying to find solutions to break serve. It's been a minute. He hasn't broken since the third game of the match, Bautista.
He is unflappable. Behind the silence there is most definitely defiance when it comes to Hubert Hurkacz.
And a wry smile on Craig Boynton's face. And he knew how important those two serving volleys were, and at the right time.
Thank you.
Watch Bautista Agut play enough and you see his opponent set up for a slice backhand. You watch Bautista Agut. I wonder how many times in the season you find his two-hander once you've hit a slice. He is around it in a flash looking for a forehand.
That's where the slice sometimes needs to go down the line to the right-hander's forehand.
artists have their brush strokes. These artists have their ground strokes. Another wonderful rally.
Davidovich Fokina has come out from stretching. He's out to watch the finish of this one, and if it's, well, he's probably going to be on the doubles court no matter what. Whether it's a live contest or just for points and prize money remains to be seen.
So good.
Jim, you'd rather be leading serving first right now, though, wouldn't you?
No doubt. What do the best players in the world do at crunch time? What they do in the first game of the match, in the fifth game of the match, in the seventh game of the match. They don't change, and what we're seeing from Hurkacz is anxiety on full display. He wants quick answers against a man determined to extend rallies. He's hurting himself. He's hitting himself out of this match. Needs some serves to save it right here.
That's a pretty serious volley right there.
Charges the net down, and once again it proves to be the right move for Hubert Hurkacz. Interesting play there from Agut. He obviously feels as though the forehand is more prone to break down in the big moments, directed all the traffic there. Didn't work out for him.
Yeah, he's certainly looking to pull the trigger early, isn't he?
Yes. He's good enough to get away with it. He's come up with some amazing volleys, but the percentages are not in his favor if he keeps going trigger early against Bautista.
Well, it was the lethal loveliness of the return that set up the opportunity for Bautista Agut. Hurkacz wanted to make another foray into the net. He simply couldn't. He was stranded on the baseline.
And as the point developed, the superiority of the Spaniard became clear. A third match point, almost a quarter of an hour since the first one. Edge of the seat stuff. Craig Boynton with that little wry smile. Yes. Not the best smash that Hurkacz has ever hit.
Mate, that was a mishit. It was a high lob, not an easy one to deal with, and under this roof, he didn't quite middle it. Fortune favours the brave.
Polish hopes in Hurkacz's hands.
Gee, that was an aggressive drop shot too. He didn't give that any air at all. He really chopped that low to
They'll play the semis tomorrow. They'll play, one of those teams will face one of these. My goodness, Hurkacz at the net is unreal right now.
Gee, that was a big risk though, Jim, wasn't it? To approach there to the forehand of Bautista Agut. He had to guess right there and have no backswing on that volley because it was coming at a rate of knots.
How well he striked at that point, Bautista Agut. Neutralised the threat off the return with a gorgeous rainbow-shaped forehand down the line. Didn't give many pace to work with there, did we? We've seen a lovely kind of mixture from Bautista Agut on his second serve. We've seen second serves at around 160 kilometers an hour. That one at 139, and you got the sense that Hurkacz was reaching for it, was expecting one to come through with a bit more pace on it. We're still all level.
Real.
Well, if you're Bautista Agut now, you cannot drop the ball short, or if you do, you know he's coming in. His whole game plan has really increased in terms of moving to the net and trying to finish points early. So that's the plan from Spain's point of view. Get the ball back deep on the first one, keep the big fella back. But certainly that's what this serve is looking to do from Hurkacz's point of view, is to set up a short ball. Gee, it's tense down here.
Saver it fits. Not all occasions are like this, are they? Both these two redefining what's possible, especially Bautista Agut's opponent.
The line between elation and desolation just so thin right now. 1 point.
This time it's Bautista's opportunity to attack. Then he comes and Hurkacz's pass just nips the tape and stays on Team Poland's side. And 3 match points have come and gone for Team Spain, but a chance to get 3 more if he can hold his serve right here.
What a sequence of shots. The last one just detonated off the court.
6-3, Team Spain.
Brilliant from Batista Agut, coupled with the perseverance he's shown. And yet Hurkacz still showing such valiant defense.
6-4, Team Spain. Thank you.
Tennis from Hurkacz.
Yeah, it's awesome down here, Mark.
6-5.
As good as it gets, really. This is competitive tennis at its best, under pressure, high quality. He's asked the question of Roberto here.
Thank you.
Team Spain through to the final of the ATP Cup in spectacular fashion.
7-6, 2-6, 7-6.
Simply stunning.
Spain finalists in 2020, finalists in 2022, and with the opportunity to go one better. What a match. Hubert Hurkacz, the heroics of the pole, to try and keep his nation in it. In the end, Roberto Bautista Agut. 7-6, 2-6, 7-6. The double's still to come, but it's Spain heading to the final, and they'll take on either Canada, starring Denis Shapovalov, or the Russians. They go head-to-head tomorrow from 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right here on Nines. Wide